We are in unit 7 and lesson 2. The name of our lesson is Why Are Trees Important? Okay, we are going to learn about trees in this lesson and what are the uses of trees. So let's start. Presents from a tree. What is the meaning of presents? Gift. Gift from a tree. Trees gives us different kinds of gift. Number one, the green leaves reach high into the air. They clean the dirty air. They give us fresh air to breathe. First, what is the first gift of the tree? They clean our dirty air and give us fresh air, okay, to breathe. And every human, every living thing needs to breathe. So we need air to breathe. Number two, some trees gives us fruits like lemons and cherries. Other trees gives us nuts. So fruits, from where the fruit comes, they come from trees. So we can eat nuts and fruits from the trees, even the vegetables. How we can get vegetables? We take vegetables, fruits and nuts from the trees. This is number two. Number three, people use the wood to make fires for cooking and for warmth. They build houses and boats and furnitures. They use wood to make paper. Okay, third point. What is the third gift of the tree? The third gift of the tree is wood. We use wood to, first of all, before, when there was no gas, people used to burn wood and they used to make fire from the wood for cooking and warmth. Because of cold, they need fire to get themselves warm. They built houses. Some of the people before, they used to make houses from the wood. Even now, we use floors, doors with the wood. Door is made of wood, and that wood comes from trees. Furnitures. Furnitures like chair, sofas, bed, they are made of wood. And from where wood comes? Wood comes from trees. Boards. Boards are also made of woods. So tree is the one we can take wood and we can make boards. They are used, they use wood to make paper. The books, all the books, notebooks are made of paper, and this paper comes from wood, and wood comes from tree. Okay, so there are lots and lots of things that we are getting from trees. First of all, we are getting the fresh air from trees. Number two, we are getting fruits, we are getting lemons, we are getting vegetables, we are getting nuts from the trees. Number three, we are getting wood from the tree, and from the wood we can make houses, we can burn, make fire from the wood, we can make furnitures, and we can use wood to make paper. Number four, the roots reach down into the ground. They hold the soil in place for other plants and grass. Yes, what happens when we put the plant inside the soil? It holds the soil. It keeps the soil in its place. We need soil to grow plants and trees. So what happens? The root reach down into the ground. They hold the soil in the place for other plants and grass. These are the importance or gifts from a tree. So now we are going to talk about disappearing trees. What is the meaning of disappearing trees? Those trees that are not in the world. We cannot see them. All over the world, people are cutting down trees. People are, what they are doing? They are cutting the trees. They are killing the trees. People cut down trees to make room for new buildings. You can see first there were many trees. Now in the big cities, they are cutting the trees and they are making houses, buildings, etc. They cut down trees to get more wood and make more paper. They are also cutting trees to make paper, and they are taking the wood to make furniture or other things. When trees are cut down, animals lose their homes. Yes, animals are making homes in the woods, like birds. For example, birds. You can see here is the nest, and bird lives in the nest. So when you are cutting the tree, the bird cannot have his home, and other animals also, they live in the forest, in the trees. When you are going to cut the trees, there is no place for them to make their homes. There are fewer trees to clean the air and mold the soil in place. So now, why we are sick, why we have different kinds of sickness or illness, because the air is not fresh. We need fresh air to breathe, okay? So when there are no trees or no plants, we cannot get fresh air. When we don't get fresh air, we breathe in dirty air. And that's why most of the illness and most of the sickness is being spreading in the world. So this was easy lesson. Mostly it is about the tree. We are getting the information about the tree. So in this lesson, we have learned what are the gifts from the trees, what are the things that we are getting from the trees, and why the trees are disappearing. We cannot see many trees in the cities. Why? Because they are cutting the trees and they are making new buildings. They are cutting the trees to take wood, but they are not planting other plants. When you want to cut a tree, you should plant other, you should plant, should grow other plants in the place of one tree. For one tree, you should grow 5 plants, okay? Because when they will grow up, you can take wood from there. So when you are cutting a tree to make wood, to take paper, you should grow more plants, okay? Even in your home, if you have a place, you should grow more plants. Why? Because plants are giving us fresh air. Plants are giving us fruits, vegetables, nuts, everything we are taking from the plant. Even the air that we breathe, we take from plant. And even it is good for the animals because they are making homes on the trees, like birds and other animals. They live in the soil or they live on trees. So when you are growing more plants or more trees, you are making home, you are giving place for the birds and other animals to make their homes.